Welcome back to Holistic Strategy. Have you ever noticed that special light that shines in the eyes of some people, especially those women who choose to live independently? It is not just any light, but the reflection of a profound serenity, an inner balance, and a freedom conquered with courage. It does not arise from the absence of company, but from the conscious choice to be present to oneself. It is the light of those who have decided to live without compromise, freeing themselves from the expectations of others to embrace their own authenticity. In this in-depth look, we explore how living independently is more than just an individual choice. It is a transformation that involves the mind, body, and energy, as demonstrated by neuroscience studies and research by experts like Joe Dispenza. Get ready to discover how this choice can redefine the concept of happiness and offer inspiration for your personal growth journey. Before you start, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Holistic Strategy, and leave your precious like. This way you will help us to always create new content. Now sit back and let's get started. The choice to live alone, not isolation, but presence. Imagine a woman who, for most of her life, followed traditional patterns, first with her family, then with roommates, and finally with a partner. Her every decision was shaped by the expectations of others, until the day a deep emotional exhaustion pushed her to make a courageous choice: to live alone. This decision did not lead her to isolation, but to a rediscovery of herself. In the months that followed, her face relaxed, her thoughts became clearer, and that feeling of dependence on others dissolved. She transformed solitude into a laboratory for personal growth, discovering that happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but on internal awareness. Neuroscience and transformation: the power of choice. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist and researcher, has dedicated his career to demonstrating how the mind and body respond in extraordinary ways to the choice of independence. According to his studies, living alone is not simply about separating yourself from others, but creating a space in which the brain can regenerate and rediscover its potential. Neuroscience teaches us that when we remove ourselves from social pressures and external distractions, the brain enters a state of calm and clarity. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for creative thinking and emotional regulation, activates, while the amygdala, the center of fear and stress, reduces its activity. This balance promotes greater self-confidence, resilience, and mental clarity. Women who choose to live independently are often a tangible example of these changes. Through neuroplasticity, the brain creates new neural pathways, making them more capable of facing challenges, making decisions, and living an authentic life. Biological benefits: a body that regenerates itself. Choosing to live independently not only transforms the mind, but has profound effects on the body. Studies conducted at Stanford University have shown that women who live alone experience a significant reduction in levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This leads to a series of tangible benefits. Stronger immune system. Chronic stress weakens the immune system, but reducing cortisol strengthens it, making the body more resistant to disease. Better sleep quality. With less anxiety and worry, sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Healthier heart. Your heart rate becomes more stable, reducing the risk of cardiovascular disease. What's more, your body begins to produce beneficial substances such as serotonin, the feel-good hormone, dopamine, motivation, and DHEA, a hormone linked to youth. This phenomenon, which Joe Dispenza calls a biological upgrade, proves that living independently can literally rejuvenate your body. Energy and inner coherence: the secret of a more harmonious life. In addition to the effects on the mind and body, choosing to live alone has a significant impact on personal energy. When a woman lives in peace with herself, her inner state is reflected in her surroundings. External calm and order transform into internal coherence, creating a balance between the heart and the brain. This state, known as cardiac coherence, is not only beneficial for mental and physical health, but also generates a more harmonious electromagnetic field. People in this state radiate positive frequencies that affect not only their bodies, but also the environment and people around them. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that this coherent energy is the starting point for attracting authentic experiences and relationships. It is not about filling a void, but about creating connections based on harmony and awareness. Loneliness as a means of growth. One of the most profound transformations occurs when solitude is no longer seen as isolation, but as an opportunity for growth. In this condition, the brain moves from a state of survival dominated by anxiety and fear to a state of creation, in which new ideas and possibilities emerge. Science teaches us that every small challenge faced independently strengthens the neural pathways linked to confidence and self-efficacy. This process, called neuroplasticity, makes the brain more adaptable and resilient. Living alone becomes a way to build a space in which to rediscover yourself, grow, and live in freedom. It is a courageous choice that transforms solitude into strength, calm into creativity, and independence into balance. Conclusion: the freedom to be yourself. And you, have you ever thought about what it would mean to have a space all your own, where you can be fully yourself? It's not about distancing yourself from others, but about getting closer to yourself. Creating a place where happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances is an act of self-love. Whether you are a man or a woman, this truth applies to everyone. The freedom to be authentic is the first step towards a fuller life. Think about it. What will you choose today for your happiness? If this content has inspired you, don't forget to turn on notifications for the Holistic Strategy channel to continue exploring topics of personal and spiritual growth. Share this with anyone who might benefit from it, and remember, change starts with you. Thanks for following us on this journey. See you in the next video.